Hey there guys, I just checked the mailbox and there was something super awesome inside, and you can color it. Hello colorists, welcome to Pencil Stash, a weekly show all about coloring. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to get all the new content, and be sure to hit that like button if you're enjoying my videos. Hey Pencil Stashers, today I am very excited to share a product review. It's a colorable canvas tote. Colorable? Is that a real word? Yeah, it's a pretty convincing real word. A colorable canvas tote. Shelly at DaisyPop Station reached out to me last week asking if I'd be interested in reviewing this colorable canvas tote. And normally I actually turn these down because there's a lot of crazy stuff out there that I either don't think would be a good fit for the channel or for you guys. So normally I do turn that stuff down. But this one looked pretty interesting. And one quick note, just for clarification, DaisyPop Station did send me this tote to review, but this is not a paid sponsorship, so all opinions are entirely my own. I would not share stuff with you guys if I didn't genuinely like it. So if you go to their website, DaisyPopStation.com, and I'll put a link down in the description, they have 4 designs available for the canvas totes. The It's a Beautiful Day one that I was sent, this Master Your Thoughts Lotus design, the Sleeping Fairy, and this cheeky designer bag. And it looks like there's also a difference in the bag types too, depending on which one you order. And they're all a pretty reasonable $26.99. And DaisyPop Station was kind enough to give us a coupon code for $5 off one of these bags. So it's only good for 5 days after this video goes live, but if you're interested in getting one of these, again, a coupon code for $5 off will be posted at the end of this video, so stay tuned. So cool, back to my bag. I chose the It's a Beautiful Day bag, and right off the bat, the canvas part, the bag part, actually feels like really nice quality, which I think probably justifies that $26.99 price tag. It's got 2 short handles and one, ooh, a zipper. Nice, we'll come back to that. It's got 2 short handles and 1 long shoulder strap, which is adjustable, so that's a really nice feature. Back to this zipper. Very rarely have I seen a canvas tote that has a zipper. Ooh, there's even a tucked, smaller pouch. This is pretty nice. Again, canvas bags, the one that I usually see, they're usually 2 pieces of canvas just kind of sewn together. But this bag has a lot of bells and whistles and even has a squared off bottom. So I think that this thing would fit quite a lot of stuff. Now the website has the dimensions of this bag at 15.5 inches wide by 13 inches tall and a 4-inch depth. So yeah, squared off bottom, probably fits a ton of stuff. So when DaisyPop Station reached out to me, I asked if these were meant to be colored with colored pencils or with markers, secretly hoping that she'd say colored pencils, since markers are still a bit of a mystery medium to me. And thankfully, she said that colored pencils would work. And I'm still a bit skeptical, and before we jump in and start to deface this lovely bag, I want to try to test out some colored pencils on a little area that won't kind of be visible. So I'm going to turn the bag inside out and we'll find a little corner that we can try our pencils out on. Yeah, actually the pencil goes down pretty nicely. Let's see if we can blend it. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. The transition actually works pretty well. Let's try the marker. And yeah, it's a marker. The pigment is rich and it actually has a lot better coverage than the colored pencils, but I'm really partial to my colored pencils, and I think that's more unexpected on a canvas bag, so we're going to try them out. Now I decided to use both my Prismacolor colored pencils and my Crayola colored pencils on this tote because I wanted to test both. Now the Crayola usually has much less pigment, usually kind of just a lighter color. You have to be a little bit more heavy-handed to get a lot of pigment out. So I weren't sure if they were going to be as successful as the Prismacolors on this surface, but they really did do just fine. I really don't have many complaints about the colored pencils on this. Now, the surface itself, the canvas, is extremely textured. colored. I mean, it's canvas. That's to be expected. And in some places, the color didn't take into the crevices, the textured crevices, as well as like regular paper would. So you just have to make several passes with each color and press a bit harder than the light pressure that I usually use. But again, not a problem. No complaints. Now, I like these greens, but I'm struggling a bit on the colors to use for the rest of it. I want to limit myself a bit just to not get too muddy, but I also want enough colors that if I want to branch off a bit and I want to use some individual colors that I can just kind of keep it all very cohesive. So I think I'm going to go with this warm sunset range of yellow to orange to pink to raspberry. And I think using a gradient of all these colors on the main flowers and then a bit more individually elsewhere on the page will translate quite well. So we'll see, and you guys can be the judge. Now this is actually a really good test for this. These really do blend surprisingly well, and they transition nicely into each other. Now that I've got those main flowers out of the way, I'm just going to reuse some of these same colors in other areas, kind of mixing and matching them as I go. Sorry guys, you don't need to see my giant hand in the way there. Sorry about that. I was trying to keep the bag nice and taut as I colored, since there were just a couple of seams and that little pouch in the interior of the bag, but it's limited to just that top section of the coloring area. And about halfway through coloring this, I realized that I could just swing that little pouch out through the top of the bag out of the way, so kind of shame on me for not realizing that sooner. And just a quick observation, I really like how the lighter colors show up on this toned canvas. The golden yellows, the lighter greens. It was very pleasing to the eye, especially in person, and I liked them much more than the darker colors that I was using. So for example, I used a dark gray in some of the tiny areas on the first leaves that I colored, and I'm glad that I kept it tiny because I do think that the darker colors just got a little bit muddy. Not bad, but just a little bit. And the only slightly petty thing that I will say about these bags are just kind of the designs themselves. They're fairly basic, and again, there's only 4 choices. But it does seem like this company is just starting out, so that might change over time, and they might just start offering a bunch more options. But I do really like the design on the bag that I got, and I especially like the bag itself. And it's been super fun to color. What colors to use on the lettering? Let's do 2 colors. Now, I like the carmine red and the raspberry combo, and so we'll do the top 2/3 in carmine red, and then the bottom third in raspberry. All right, guys, here it is. The time you've been waiting for. Here is the coupon code for $5 off your own DaisyPop Station bag. You can go to daisypopstation.com/discount/pencil stash to get your $5 off coupon. I'll also put a link down in the description. But again, it's only good for 5 days, guys, so if you want one of these bags, you definitely need to act fast. And thanks to DaisyPop Station for giving us a little bit of a coupon code on this. That's awesome. There we go. It's all colored, and I think it's really cute. My color palette came out much better than I thought that it would, so that's a plus, always a fun surprise. And again, it was just really fun to color. Now, to keep our lovely colored pencils in place and our bag able to withstand washing, DaisyPop Station did recommend a fabric medium, and I'm not entirely sure if my matte fixative will work. It is for colored pencils, but it doesn't say anything about whether or not it works on fabric, or if it's really meant to keep it safe in a washing machine. I don't know. But we're going to use it anyway, so cross your fingers. So it sprayed nicely. It didn't affect the colors or anything, but again, I'm not sure it'll stand up to washing, so I'm just going to have to treat my bag gently. If you guys want to do a little bit of research and kind of see what kind of finishing medium would be best for this kind of thing, I'm sure there's a ton out there. So to finish us off, let's see if we can stuff some supplies in here. Now I've got 3 coloring books, a sketchbook, and a whole tin of colored pencils. And surprisingly, there is a ton of room left in here. This bag is quite large. It's probably super useful for folks that are used to kind of packing up all their coloring supplies, taking them elsewhere. I think this would be great for like library trips, just stuffing a whole bunch of books in here. And I can even see this bag being great for maybe the farmer's market, since you can sling it over your shoulder and kind of stuff in there as you go. So yeah, I will definitely be enjoying this bag, and if you guys are interested in one of these, head over to DaisyPopStation.com and I will put a link in the description. Thanks everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and check out the rest of my channel for more coloring tutorials and videos. See you guys next time.